So last week, my next guest referenced The Devil's Chessboard by Alan Dulles, founder of OSS and then the CIA. So let's go live to Greenland and bring in former special assistant to President George W. Bush, Pippa Malmgren. And Pippa, you say headlines and developments in Venezuela, Ukraine, Iran, Cuba, Greenland, Canada, Taiwan, Somalia, Minnesota, that they're all part of this geopolitical monopoly board. So connect those dots.
So it's a complex picture, but let me start with the part of this, which is, so here's Donald Trump on his way to Davos to argue that there's a need to end the war in Ukraine. If the Europeans say, no, we don't want to end it for whatever reasons of principle, then his position is, okay, then Greenland becomes critical. Because where would the Russians move their nuclear assets, submarines or ships, into the Atlantic, where they would threaten the US? That would be through what's called the Greenland, Iceland, UK gap, the GUK gap. And that's why suddenly Greenland is in play. Plus, Greenland and anything inside the Arctic Circle is fundamentally about the space race, because that's the point at which polar satellites connect to ground stations on Earth. And right now, there's only one major ground station, which is in Svalbard in Norway. And you can see that what he's angling for is to have a American-controlled physical location that can be used for military purposes, right, which Svalbard technically cannot. So there, we've connected now Greenland and Ukraine. But it goes much further because the president's also trying to negotiate with China, with Russia, and that means putting, for example, Taiwan on the table. And his argument has been that Taiwan has a changed strategic security significance because the chip production is moving to Texas and Arizona. And the message to China is, we can do a deal on Taiwan, but only if China becomes more like Taiwan, which it needs to do if its economy is going to be in better shape, right? So in this sense, there's everyone thinks that each of these issues stands alone, but actually, throughout modern history, negotiations have always occurred across this sort of broader monopoly board that I'm describing.
So you also wrote that Ukraine was not organic, but perhaps provoked by billions of dollars, and you reference an entity like Spectre from the James Bond movies.
So my point was how the president and the White House team view this. Now, one can argue they're wrong, but their reading is now that the previous administrations and the broad intelligence services basically used organizations like USAID to help create the Maidan Revolution, to help foster the various color revolutions that happened throughout Eastern Europe. And therefore, it wasn't a purely organic phenomena, but that it was basically that America's hands are not entirely clean in this matter, which doesn't mean that the other side are good guys. It just means that the way you then agree to bring the war to an end allows for some acknowledgement that maybe the U.S. were not complete angels in this story. And that is what the position is of the administration, and it comes through in their negotiating tactics. Of course, everyone who wanted that revolution to occur in Ukraine thinks that all means were perfectly legitimate. And after all, they were still playing in the World War II game of it. It was an anti-communist, anti-Soviet, and then anti-Russian position. But it makes it harder to resolve the issues if you take the U.S. is right, Russia's wrong, and there's no space in between, than if you say, yeah, we made mistakes too.
I got less than 2 minutes to go, but it's sort of that sort of dilemma here in this country, right? I mean, think about President Jackson, Secretary Seward, the Seward's folly, negative publicity, took it on the chin, but they did end up purchasing Alaska. We all love it. We got it for a song at $7 million. Several presidents attempted to buy Greenland, Taft, Truman, Eisenhower. So why is it such a polarizing issue right now?
Yeah, look, what's interesting is I'm here in Greenland speaking to very senior Inuit local leaders to try to understand their position. And they're basically like, we just want to be independent from all of you guys, from the Kingdom of Denmark, but also from the United States. But having said that, while they say we're not for sale, they also say we're open for deals and we want to understand what's on offer. I think they fundamentally see their strategic security interest aligned with the United States and their culture aligned with the Europeans and particularly the Danes. So this is a complex negotiation. What's important is that both the Danes and the Americans had the Inuit foreign minister in the room
Right.
in Washington,
Right.
D.C. So everyone knows no deal can be had without the Greenlanders, and that's important.
That is important. I wish we had more time to talk because the strategic aspect of this, of course, is being closer to Russia and China, who've been conspicuously quiet throughout all of this. But Pippa, we appreciate you chiming in from Greenland. Keep us up to date. I love going to you on these kind of topics. See you real soon. Thank you very much.
You.